The film starts at the time of Halloween. Here we see a man who is scared and Jester is following him at this time. Jester wears orange clothes and always has a hat on his head. He is a very bad and dangerous kind of Joker. He impresses and surprises people by showing his magic tricks. He also scares people, and the most dangerous thing is that the same tricks kill people mercilessly. He gets angry a lot. Anyway, he gets angry when someone does not pay attention to his tricks or does not like him. Here, that man was seeing his daughter Emma, not in her present form but in her childhood form. At this age, the man had left his daughter Emma and his mother. He was getting married again, in which another daughter of the man was born, whose name is Jocelyn, is Emma and Jocelyn's stepsister. Wherever the man, when he saw Emma's childhood form everywhere, and this was also a trick or gesture to make that man feel ashamed. He wanted to pressure him, or it happened that the man called his daughter Emma in shame and apologized, said, "Son, forgive me," but Emma said and hung up the phone, "That I have nothing to do with you. Do not call me again, because sorry does not heal the wound." He got very angry, and now because the phone was switched off, the man was very sad, because of which Jester comes to him. That man, who is Emma's dad, says, "Look, I tried, but she does not want to talk to me," which means that the man was doing all this under the pressure of Jester, and now he was not successful in it. That's why Just comes down here to his magic by doing his crazy things. He got Emma's dad died as soon as he tightened his tie. The rope got tighter and his dad, he then pulled the tie, which also pulled the rope, and Emma's dad died suddenly. As soon as this happens, Jester drops him in the water. The next day, Emma's dad's funeral was held simultaneously. Herself came here, her younger sister Jocelyn and her friends were also there. Emma does not talk to Jocelyn here because she did not like her. Emma was happy with her dad's death. She called her mom and told her about it. She started saying that it was good and she was worth it. She died, and in this way justice was done to us. But Jocelyn was very sad. Now everyone had left the funeral, but Emma did not. She was talking to her mom on the phone. Then she sees that a man like a Joker is dancing near her dad's coffin. It was no one else but Jester, who suddenly disappeared from there, but actually he was hiding there. He was watching him. After a while, the two men guarding the cemetery came there. They tried to get Jester out of there, but he started playing with them. Sometimes he disappeared. He used to come back to see this. The two men were very upset. One of them called the police. Meanwhile, Jester pushed the other man down, causing his head to go straight and hit the stone. He was seriously injured, because of which he died on the spot. Jester did this with his dangerous magic trick. He was having a lot of fun when the other man saw that the dead man's shoes were also tied, and obviously this was also Jester doing. Now before that man grabbed his hand, and this hand was Jester's, because at that time his hand had disappeared and gone into the bag. Seeing this, the two children were very nervous. They threw their bags there and ran away. When they came home, Jocelyn saw a brownie figure on the TV. She said that it was Jester. Jester was very angry when she came home. Jocelyn was watching a brownie film on TV. Suddenly her eyes went to the door. Here she could see a shadow of a man who was peeping inside the house. She was also thinking that someone knocks on the door of the house. When Jocelyn opens the door in fear, her friends are there whom she calls inside. Emma goes to his store there, but here two Jesters do not leave her behind. He comes in front of her and starts doing weird things. At first he was just doing all this as a joke, but after a while it got serious. Now when he came close, Emma recognized that he's the same crazy joker who was dancing in front of my dad's coffin. He got angry. She pushes Jester, but the bottle falls from his hand and breaks. Then Jester, he immediately picked up a piece of his glass. Now Emma thought that he would kill me, but he cuts his own throat. His blood comes out quickly and starts falling on Emma. Now being lifeless, Jester falls. Then suddenly he stood up again. That too with a lot of styles. Now obviously this was also his trick, which he wanted to impress by showing Emma. But what is the effect of this? She runs away from there out of fear. She comes to the store again. There is blood on her face. Seeing her condition, the store owner calls the police here. When two police officers came here, they started questioning Emma. Although Emma told them everything about Jester, obviously it was difficult to believe her. The police thought that there was a joke going on here. They also started asking a lot of questions. As an answer, Jester himself comes inside the store, takes out a handcuff in front of and puts it on both his hands, but the next moment that handcuff disappears from his hands and gets into the hands of both the officers. Now before she could understand anything, Jester covered an officer's head with her hat, and now as soon as the hat is removed, the officer's head disappears from there. So without a head, he starts suffering. Seeing this, the store owner's condition gets worse. He quickly runs away. Here the second officer opens his handcuffs and puts a gun on Jester, while Jester dances with the officer's headless body. He was having a lot of fun doing this. The officer shoots. Instead of hitting Jester, it hits the officer, so his job is done. So now when he shoots Jester, he catches the bullet. Seeing Emma's condition also got worse, she also ran away from there quickly. Now after killing the remaining officer, Jester also leaves from there. Jocelyn felt like her dad was still with me. She went to her room and was looking at her dad's the picture. That's when he leaves the picture and follows him. Seeing this, Jocelyn gets scared. She comes down and tells her friends, let's go to the festival. All her friends came to the festival, but here too Jocelyn was seeing the same strange things, so she got tired and sat in the same place where she sees her dad again, but this time she follows him. Then Jester comes and sits on his seat, which started tricking Jocelyn's friend. As Jester picked up soup, there were fresh teeth under it, which were not of anyone else but of Jocelyn's friend sitting in front of her, whose mouth was now bleeding. Then when she picked up the second cup, there was nothing under it, but when she hit the cup and shook it, Jocelyn's eyes came out. And now as soon as the boy's eyes, when he started screaming in pain, and now he started running all over in this state. Then people started running in fear. Seeing his condition without seeing anything, the boy went straight to his friend and falls. That's why his two friends hold him and take him to the side. They saw that Jocelyn was standing completely deaf, because at this time she was thinking about her childhood with her dad. And now Jester comes to Jocelyn's friend and breaks his leg. Then when he pointed out to Jocelyn's third friend to be quiet, her throat began to choke. At this time Jocelyn also came out of her thought. She came to Jester and told him to please leave all this. I am ready to do whatever you say. Emma was still running there when she got a call from her mom, which was not of anyone else but of Jester. She was speaking in gesture, and Emma was hearing those words in his mom's voice. Now Jester wanted Emma to forget everything and leave quietly. If she didn't go, this game would continue like this. But here Jester took the name of Jocelyn while talking about this, that she is also in danger and is not safe now. It's obvious that she was Emma's sister, so she will not go without Jelen. The bridge in front of Emma was where her dad died, but still he was standing there, so she ran and goes to him where her dad made her realize her mistake. She also realizes it. That's why she calls him dad for the first time while crying. That is, Emma had forgiven him today, but now her dad puts the bandage around her neck and Emma's neck, pulls her from the road and drops her from the bridge where she can see Jocelyn's childhood time. She insults Emma by calling her bad, but she understands that This is not the real Jocelyn, but a scam. This illusion is being put in my mind to trap me, so she doesn't pay much attention to it, and then little Jing goes to the front shed with her dad where Jester was also there. She pointed to Emma, and then she also went inside, was seeing Jin's happy childhood with her dad, which Emma did not get. Her dad came to Emma with a knife, but seemed to have a knife in his chest, which made Emma feel very bad. She started crying. Seeing this, her dad said, "Why are you crying now? I was happy. All this was a scam in this world of illusion." Her dad wanted to make Emma feel ashamed so that she would be completely broken. Here Emma was strong before, but now she starts getting angry. Jocelyn had also come in a big way. She was also insulting Emma by telling her story. Jocelyn takes out a knife from her dad's chest and gives it to Emma, saying that wake up and kill yourself. But here Emma controls herself, saves herself from breaking, and tells Jocelyn that you are not real, just a scam. I will not come in your trap. Saying this, she stabbed Jay in the stomach. With this, she came back to the real world where she stabbed Jocelyn, the thing that Jester had made her do by putting her in an illusion. As soon as this happens, he keeps clapping for Emma. But what could have happened now that the poor girl fell? Her condition is about to die. Emma runs to her. Jocelyn says, "You don't worry, no, you didn't do it on purpose, but you were asleep and Jester made you do it." But with all this, Emma went crazy in anger. She takes a knife and attacks Jester's chest many times, but she doesn't even get a slight scratch. She shouted at Jester, "Do whatever you want with me, but now my sister doesn't even come near." Jocelyn, hearing this, Jester leaves without saying anything, and now we see the time after this where Emma comes to her dad's grave to lighten the burden of her heart. She says many more things to her dad, and Jester standing nearby listening to all this means Jester is still with her. He also tries to control Emma here, but Emma doesn't get fooled by this because Jester fails in his goal. He leaves from there. From here, Emma goes straight to the bar where Jocelyn was waiting for Emma to come, and Emma saved Jocelyn. That means now the relationship between these two sisters is very good here, but all this CHN's friend Trix was killed. Like here we found out that Jester wanted to break both the sisters, especially Emma, but she remained strong. She saved herself by breaking, so not only did she get rid of her Jester, but she also saved her sister because Jester uses human weaknesses against him and breaks him, then he kills him because he is a mad joker. He enjoys doing this, and with this happy ending, the story of this, the movie ends here. Thank you.